The thugger motherfucker. Oh, I ain't do that shit probably. My voice gone. But anyways, what's up? What's happening? This K.A. We back in this thing. Hold on. Thugger motherfucker. There we go. There we go. What's up? What's happening? This K.A. We back in this thing. K show Gunna who sleep with a cutter. As you could hear by my shrieks and my nonsense, we here to talk about Young Thug. This YSL trial, it never gonna end. I ain't gonna lie. I fan Lucci if you do get your little promotion in about like what? Whenever I did that story, what? It's like what? Like 2, maybe a month and a half month. You do get your little promotion and you back out here doing music. I gotta give it to you, bro, because this shit gonna take long. At this point, it looks like, yo, they like, all right, bro, Lucci, you could go. You whatever. We want this nigga. This nigga's more of the big fish. So, we'll see exactly what happens with it. But apparently, this shit ain't going on. So, this was the latest one. I did a video recently talking about 2 instances about this case being crazy. And I left this one out because it was the more newer situation. So, I'm going to talk about it more in depth. But with that being said, we're here to talk about it now. Because apparently, or no, sorry about that. I mistaked myself. This is one of the older situations. I don't know what the fuck happened. This is one of the older situations, basically. Excuse my ramblings. That the witness pops off at the judge. I believe the other one I talked about, Brian Steele talking to the judge about some nonsense the judge was doing, and another situation as well. But apparently, witness pops off on judge claims he's being threatened. So we're here to talk about it. Oh yeah, in the other video I was talking about Brody. He was a state witness. Niggas like, I'm high as hell right now. I'm like, nigga, huh? But anyways, with that being said, let's talk about this thing real quick. So clearly, the high-profile case has weighed heavily on everybody involved. Young Thug's YSL RICO trial is officially underway once again, and evidently, so are the courtroom antics. Yesterday, 2 attorneys got into a heated argument in front of the judge, which promptly checked both of them. Sorry, I can't read right now. The situation escalated to the point where a nearby sheriff's deputy even felt the need to intervene. Obviously, the stakes are high in this case, as the rapper could be looking at a lot of time behind bars if the court doesn't rule in his favor. Recently, it became even more apparent just how high tensions are in the courtroom as a witness grew frustrated and popped off on the stand. After repeatedly being asked different variations of the same question, the man decided he had enough and decided to give the courtroom a piece of his mind. Witness says he's put everything behind him. I guess this is a quote from Brody, so I'm going to read this. I don't remember nothing from 2013. I keep telling y'all that. That has been my statement since I got here, he said. All I can tell you is y'all got my name on a recording, my phone number on the recording. There's people threatening me. They're calling my phone, Your Honor. I lost my job. I got a lot going on behind this here. I put all of this behind me, sir. I can't continue to keep going on like this. The witness went on, insisting that he was unable to recall anything from 2013. Now, with this being said, again, I don't know about bro. They not really talk about bro. Maybe as I read more, I'll get Brody's name and maybe his affiliations or whatever have you. Clearly, he has some ties to some certain shit. He might know some certain situations, and he's probably involved or could have been involved or linked to a situation that happened in 2013. And maybe bro don't. I actually remember he's trying to move on. Got himself a regular job, got your mouths to feed, you know what I'm saying? Kids to read to and all that shit. Or this motherfucker holding it down. He holding it down trying to be, one of them ones, you know what I'm saying, that we hear about in these songs. He trying to be one of them ones. And if that's the case, he doing this thing. Now, I will say this, sometimes, as we know, the attorneys try to spin the person and try to articulate themselves in a different way to see if the person will slip up. So this is a regular practice. But again, depending how long you've been on the stand, bro, and you got some bullshit behind you, if you're getting death threats and all this other shit, and the motherfucker keep, basically, yeah, they might change the words and reiterate it a little bit different, but they keep basically asking you the same questions like, nigga, can we move on? I got shit to do. Motherfuckers trying to take my life. I gotta go pick up John from school. Me and Roscoe going over there. Like, what the fuck is we talking about here? So I get that aspect. Probably frustrated. Long fucking day. Nigga hungry. It is what it is. He trying to hold it down. I don't know. You could spin them like again. I don't know what that fuck that nigga slug was. That nigga slug, bro. There must be studies about that man. Cause this nigga was half snitching, half telling the truth. I have never seen that shit so perfectly and concise. Like this nigga, I don't know how old that nigga is. That nigga looks like an elder statesman. I have never seen no shit like that, bro. Niggas over there like, yeah, Gunna a crip. I'm like, what? That nigga was saying some fuckery. I don't know what that nigga was doing. That nigga was on some bullshit. But with that being said, let's get back into this thing, man. Clearly, the high-profile case has weighed heavily on everybody, and onlookers can't blame the witness for just wanting to move forward. The ongoing trial is the longest in Georgia's history. Really? In Georgia's history. And its conclusion still feels far down the line. Also, yo, what's going on with this Fonnie Willis shit with dude? Because this Fonnie Willis thing, and she talking to dude, like, what's really going on with it? We haven't talked about it because she was like one of the motherfuckers that was trying to get people on the case. If you haven't heard the speculation, I think Academics broke it down. You can go to one of his Twitches, or it's probably posted on YouTube at this point under Key Academics. But basically, he insinuated that he heard some allegations that Shawty used to deal with Nut, which is a wild name, No Diddy. You heard me? No Diddy. Shout out that nigga Quilly. No Diddy. That's a new pause. You heard me? No Diddy. With that being said, she used to deal with a dude whose nickname was Peanut, or, you know what I'm saying, Nut, if you will. No Diddy. But basically, they had some dealings. We all know that Peanut was like a trapper. You know, he had sometimes to wife and Lucci and whatever have you. And that was really his man's, and his man's died or whatever have you. And allegedly she went to his parents and promised to find a person who did that. And of course, Young Thug side and Nut side, yo, that is fucking crazy. Pause, extra pause. Had some issues. And by the way, when y'all niggas choose your street names, your nicknames, bro, at least it could have went by Peanut or something. But like, bro, y'all gotta like think like if it's a pause-worthy name. Like motherfuckers, it sound crazy when you speaking on it. Either way, Thugger allegedly had some beef with Peanut side or whatever have you. She probably thought that Thug side was involved in this shit. Yada yada yada. So that also led to how hard she's going in this case with Young Thug and YSL, was because she used to have dealings with dude, and also YSL Mondo was one of her old clients, so of course she couldn't name him in the suit because a client's lawyer confidentiality, so she can't really use what the fuck that nigga say. That's why he's not involved in that shit. I swear that nigga got locked up for some other shit though. But hey, also, where the fuck is YSL Woody? I have said that a couple of times. After that video came out, oh, hell no, ain't no way you ain't gonna have YSL Woody over there on the stand trying to fucking snitch the day away. Ridiculous. But with that being said, I don't know. We gonna see what happens. Motherfuckers estimate this shit might last hella long. Bro, y'all gotta be kidding me. That's why, bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I see niggas, they trying to get motherfuckers to be witnesses, bro. You gotta, whatever them niggas is making at work, you gotta pay it, bro. Cause you want me to be a fucking juror, sorry, not a witness, a juror for like fucking 6 to 8 months? Bro, y'all niggas better pay my whole, whatever the fuck I make, nigga, you better pay me that shit. The fuck y'all niggas on? Ain't no way, ain't no how. The fuck? Nigga send me that shit, I would've curved that motherfucker. I'll curve that motherfucker. But we gonna see what happens. Like I've been saying in the other videos, honestly, hey, depending how this goes, I was thinking they was probably gonna offer that nigga around 5 to 12. I still think that 5 to 12. 7 to 12 years, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised that if it doesn't go in his favor. I feel like that might be around the time. Depending how crazy it gets, it might be a little bit more. Of course, he's going to get time served, but it's just looking crazy. At some points, bro, I'm looking at Gunna, because Gunna thrive. I ain't going to lie, that nigga Gunna thrive, and I ain't going to lie, bro. Yo, to the point, when Thugger and Yak Gotti and them other people do get out, and if it is true Gunna this snitch, would we even give a fuck? Especially if Young Thug and them was in jail for a while, would we really give a fuck? But hey, at the same time, there's phones they can call from jail and tell us. But with that being said, man, I don't know. This YSL case is just crazy. But what do y'all feel? Have y'all been peeping this shit? Have y'all been paying attention? Y'all think this shit will end in like 2026? I feel like this shit might go past 2026. And this nigga wanted a speedy trial. I don't think he getting it, but hey. Comments down below, links in the description. I got some other videos for y'all to tap in with. Besides all this, your friendly neighborhood K.A. sign out for today. The Black TJ Del while doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, try to hit a little bit more to hear me. I'm gone. Slimes on peace, y'all, gang. Aye.